because you all know how
zero visibility.
painful it is.
Zero visibility.
Just put it on. I think
You don't edit. You just put it together and cut it and paste it.
No, for me, I can't.
That's editing.
I can't accept breath that we up, you know.
His brain is like really small. I don't think he is able to.
We'll return after these messages.
Okay. That's not me.
Shut the up!
you clap 3 times.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get it. Yo, what's up, guys? GrifterD here, and we're back here for another episode. You got boy, RdnRacing.
Hello.
And you got boy, GearOilCafe on the other side of our sitting arrangement, and we are the GRiDlock Diecast Show. So before we start the episode, I just want to say, we want to say Merry Christmas and Happy
New Year!
Woo! For those who celebrate Christmas and whatever stuff. Yeah. So this episode, the focus is we want to recap. We want to talk about the entire year of 2025. I think a lot of things happened this year.
So much stuff.
I think as per most
we're exhausted.
Yes, I think this year especially was exhausting.
Yes.
You know, I think there's several factors to that, and I think one of those is our events.
Yeah.
Right, so maybe I can start off by
the ones we loved, the ones we hated.
Yeah, so we had a whole episode just about events itself. So
Yeah.
I think we don't have to touch on that.
Don't talk so much about it.
But overall general consensus.
I hope there's more events, and I hope you do it all together this time.
Okay, but before we kind of dive into that, I just want to say we've crossed a year.
Yeah.
In the GriDlock.
I'm a terrible host. I'm sorry.
All y'all suckers been sticking with us for a whole year.
And I think the last year, since we're on the topic of recapping, I want to recap about us for a bit, right?
Okay.
I think the channel has done very well. Obviously, there's not a lot of subscribers out there, but I think.
Who doesn't want to watch the three of us?
Right.
I
think the reach.
If you watch real episodes about how we treat each other, it might be more entertaining.
But it's
uncut.
It's just that YouTube won't allow us to upload that.
Yeah, we'll be able to monetize or anything.
But I think it's surprising how much people recognize us through this show.
Yeah.
I think one of the key highlights would be GL Hobby.
Yeah, like they know about our podcast, you know.
It's for me at least, right? It was a huge deal for me, right?
Lots of people come to the shop and they're like, oh, who's that? I watch your episode. I've been watching it. I'm like, that's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, it does feel good. Yeah.
So I want to say thank you for that constant support, right? I do reply to all of your comments in the comment sections as well.
Yeah.
Most of the replies do come from me. Yeah. But obviously it's a collective effort.
25% me, 75% Redowan, Drifter 1%.
Bjorn's just like
0.5. So if anybody's replying, it's the two of us.
Yeah. But I do read your comments, every one of you out there, and I really love the support and enthusiasm you guys
Community
have.
brings a lot of things, more enjoyment.
I hope, stepping into 2026, we do make a lot more episodes for you guys.
Yep.
Right, have a lot more presents.
We'll try not to miss any months again.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I think we missed a couple throughout the year.
Just a disclaimer, we missed mostly because of him, but
both of us come to the conclusion that it is your fault.
No, but jokes aside, guys, I want to come back to the topic that Bjorn started. But I think one of the greatest highlights would be us in this chair being together. Obviously, you guys have seen 2 different locations as well. So
far east, far west.
So to see how we've kind of progressed on from where we started the first episode, right here, to now what is it, the 12th or the 13th episode, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's been a awesome ride.
Yeah.
Right. But now back. I'm so sorry I got a bit carried away. But back to your point.
Yeah, it's all
back to not talking about you. Talking about myself.
So we recap about GriDlock. We have the John's second location. Well, we're back here.
Yeah.
At the OG.
We're back.
My pocket.
We'll share some more information about that another time.
I don't want to hear that.
No, my pocket used to have a Mustang.
He's reaching into his pocket.
Yeah, no, my pocket used to have a Mustang car key, but now.
Oh yeah,
he has to bring it up,
Tommy Transit for this guy right here. But you know what? I mean, having a car in Singapore really isn't what it's all cracked up to be.
It's not.
It's really not.
It's not.
But I mean, I do like the fact that you've ventured down, realizing what's possible, and then come back and you're like, I do miss having a car, but damn, that was expensive.
It was. That's what you summed it
That's
up.
the first thing I guarantee that you thought of. Because it's like the amount of money. I think he posted something like that online or whatever. It's like, it's nice for you to finally realize that.
Of course.
Because I mean, in my lifetime, I probably own like 20, 30 vehicles already, but I've never paid more than 20 grand on a single vehicle. And then you tell me how your first vehicle is like, what, $50,000 or something absurd. I'm just like, you know, when it comes down to that, and even people ask me in Singapore, like, well, what do you drive? I'm just like, we just drive a family vehicle. Our family doesn't need 5 vehicles.
Correct.
Some of us go to work, some of us go to the shop. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to go so far. Most of us will either go from the east to central or from the west to central. You have trains, they got buses, it's fine. When you have an infrastructure in the country that supports public transportation, it's fine.
Correct. And I want to add, that's what makes this so much less painful.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people are saying, like,
if you had to, like, you go to school in Canada and all of a sudden no car, you're done. You're done. You're cooked, man. Like, you're not going to be able to get around. Buses are the worst. You're going to get stuck in the winter. It's not going to be good. So I do like the fact that you actually have come down to, you know, take a step down, realize we're like, maybe I'll just wait a little bit, I'll save a bit more money, and then maybe I'll get my 5-liter or something, you know? But I mean, vehicle-less again. And honestly, it's really not all it's cracked up to be. And like owning a car, we all want to own a car, but in Singapore, man, what is it? $250,000 for a damn car now. You want 10-year COE?
Man, for the second time today, back to our original topic.
And we're back!
Okay, so we recap.
But yeah, Bjorn, you know what? Since it's been a while since you asked the question, why don't you ask the question again? Let's just start again.
So we finished recapping about GRiDlock, our adventures for the year. But now it's about the events. We've had so many, you know. And I don't know, like, if to start off, there were so many events that I really missed out on them. You know, for those who don't know, I have a full-time job, so I only have so much annual leave that, you know, I really want to get to enjoy these events, go with friends. But oh my god, there's so many. Do you know how many times I have to turn down like the event, or someone reach out to me? I'm like, no, I can't go because I don't have enough leave.
I gotta work. I gotta live.
I gotta work.
Do something.
You know, so it does suck in a way. I mean, it's great that there's all these countries having their own events, so that collectors from other countries don't FOMO.
It's cool and all.
It's cool. But holy crap!
And I don't know. Like, do you think 2026 will like bring more events, or do you think people will start to collaborate more? What do you perceive?
I hope there's a lot more collaboration.
I hope so. I think I'm hoping for one, and I'm expecting the other.
So I think a lot more collaborations, but I think on a personal level, my first time being media partners.
Congrats.
Was a huge deal for me. Obviously, it's a lot normal for you because it's oh, who's a media partner? Oh, it's DrifterD.
I was trying to be nice, but
I had to turn down 15 jobs to pay me $10,000 a day. I couldn't be bothered, really.
But no, you know, we're both media partners, right? It was nice to have my logo on the huge banner.
I was his cameraman.
Yeah, insane, right? That was awesome. I think the events that we went to together were great as well. Last year we did go to the Indonesia Diecast Expo, but this year, because of our commitments into our, you know,
it was later in the year, so our annual leave ran out already.
Ran out, right? So
annual leave ran out already.
We didn't get to go for ID this year, but I think next year we might want to be looking into that as well, right? But events-wise, I think, you know, if you look at, there are two categories here. Right? There's the one in Singapore, and there's one that's international, right? Because obviously, John, maybe you travel a bit more than we do, but
I try,
but we can't really go for all the international events, right? So I think it's sensible if you start with local ones first.
Okay. If we're gonna give advice to like anybody who's like starting out a hobby, like don't just like hop on a flight unless it's really financially feasible for you and time restraints. You're good. Maybe you're retired and you're older or whatever. Then go for it. It's a lot of fun to do all these other events internationally, but if you want to do a good number of events, just stick to the city you're in. Like the US has tons, Singapore's got more than enough, Indonesia's always got something, Malaysia always has events. I think every month for 12 months a year, you can go to some sort of event in Malaysia.
Community event.
It's a huger. That's a word.
Huger.
It's a much more bigger, more better. There you go. Yeah. It's a more better place to like be a collector. At the same time, like there's other aspects which I don't enjoy, but besides that, if you live in Malaysia, it's easy for you to like just jump in your car. You know, your car only costs you 10 grand. You can drive anywhere you want.
Exactly.
Even 12-year-olds have cars that they can drive. Our 12-year-olds have to be rich and we ain't buying cars.
Filthy rich.
Filthy rich.
But I think back to Singapore events, we sorry, you done?
I'm good.
Let's carry on.
Start back at Singapore.
But back to Singapore events, right, we've had 3 events in Singapore, right? 3 main events. We had the Auto Diecast Expo.
Yeah, that's not really
Right.
right, but okay.
We had the Auto Diecast Expo. We had the Model Car Show Singapore, and we had the Singapore Diecast Expo. Now,
But we didn't have Supaku Gaylong and we didn't have ToyCon, or we're not gonna have ToyCon.
yeah, so you guys already know this from us because we spoke about this in the previous
Right.
episode, right? So unfortunately, Sipaku Geylang is not going to happen this year, and obviously ToyCon is not coming
And
back.
I missed last year's because I was in LA.
Oh.
So I'm kind of bummed that we didn't decide to do one this year because I got one, and then we missed one, and then now we're not having it.
Right.
So I was
right.
like,
Aww.
But from the 3 events, obviously we were both media partners for 3 of the events, so that was amazing. Once again, my first time being media partners for events, so it was nice to see. And it's for me, one thing was interesting was the way the organizers treat media partners,
Okay.
right? In terms of the stuff they give you, or
but isn't
media
that the
package.
job of being a media partner? Aren't the organizers looking at you guys to be the exposure and the influence into the community?
Yeah.
Now, given we do play a part in that aspect, but at the same time, aren't you doing exactly what they want you to do? Don't you feel like sometimes you could be getting a little bit used and abused? And I know you touched on this subject a little bit
I did.
because people don't like the fact that some people get benefits by talking about
Oh
it.
yeah,
Yes.
It's
Now suddenly it's all coming back to me. Yeah,
just to
it's
touch a bit outside of this subject.
Yeah.
When you're a media partner or somebody that's been invited you into the events, essentially they want you to use your reach and exposure to be able to talk about their show or their brand, hoping that they can promote and bring more people in. And there's nothing wrong with that. And if they're going to give you financial benefits or they're going to give you products, it's just something to make the hobby more enjoyable.
Yeah.
There's always going to be haters, and there's always the haters gonna hate and the haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
And it's like why do you stop whining about what everybody else is doing and just do your own thing? If your thing is this, then go do that. If your thing's this, then go do that.
Yeah.
Why you gotta spend so much time talking about other people's whining, complaining? Like, even I shouldn't be taking the time right now to even identify. I'm doing it now. I'm talking about the sad person that you are, while you were the sad person that was him.
Yeah, that's actually
Yeah.
It's just you know it's petty.
It is,
And it's just like it tears the community apart, and it's just like, you know, at the same time you're doing the same things that you want to do, and you're in the community and you're in a hobby that you want to do, but people are just jealous.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know what, I think personally people just need to cut that crap out. Like, they just need to just let people do what they want to do.
Yes.
It's not harming anybody else. When D gets a package from Pop Race, good for him.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Can I have one?
Yeah, sure. Hold on, maybe
He's got
I have one here.
No, but I think John, it's a huge point, right? And
Yeah.
obviously you made a whole video about it as well.
Alright.
Yeah.
But I think
You know who we're watching.
I hope you watched, but
I hope he's watching the episode.
but yeah, I mean that was awesome by itself, right?
Yeah.
The events, I missed the Auto Diecast Expo because I was traveling, I was away.
Yeah.
But obviously we was back for the Model Car Show Singapore, which is a follow-up of the Model Car Show in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Right? And we met the same guys from MY64 as well.
Yeah, they were actually there.
So they were nice, and it was nice because they still remembered me. You know, hey, we know you're here. You know, and it's great, right? Everyone's great, and then obviously SGDE, right? The Singapore Diecast Expo.
that's
We
fun,
ended it
yeah.
off. Obviously, I have my own table.
Yeah.
You had yours as well.
Yep.
And you know,
Oh, we tear it up.
and it was
This was my best event. They're my favorite.
And,
I loved Sipaku 2 years ago when we did it, but my best to date so far is Singapore Diecast Expo 2025.
That's true. And I
that
think,
was definitely
Ronald being who he is and the way he's kind of approached the event
Yeah, such a
was
chill guy,
awesome,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's good.
Uh,
He's very
Props to
entertaining.
him, yeah.
Props.
He can joke.
And he jokes,
He
right?
can joke,
We have a friend Lucas who looks exactly like him.
Oh, yeah.
And I know,
And he played along
and
with
he
the
played along
joke,
with
yeah.
the joke as well. So the event in Singapore, well, I thought was great. At least
Yeah.
the ones that I was a
Yeah,
part of,
yeah.
right? And I think next year the direction in which this goes might change. Obviously, SGDE, the Singapore Diecast Expo, it's consistent, right?
It's
gonna be the same.
consistent, and it's gonna change more. And there have been stuff discussed already on how they're gonna plan that, because you need literally to start on that next event.
Yeah.
Like now,
And
they're
you have to
starting to
plan-
brainstorm
yeah,
now, because it has to be started like within 6 months. The last
Correct,
6
correct.
months, you have to use the first 6 months of brainstorming.
Correct.
The last 6 months is
Approval
like execution.
and
Approval of certain things and liveries on a car and the booth and the space size. Are we gonna move again?
Yeah, and I mean, for Singapore Diecast Expo, they have a system in place.
Yes,
right. But
which is good because you keep to that system, you'll be good no matter what kind of location.
And for the Model Car Show Singapore, it's the first time here, right? So I'm sure the organizers have a lot to think about and to see how they want to make it better for next year. And I'm for sure they're gonna come back next year. I think it was a success, right?
Yeah.
I think the Model Car Show in Malaysia was a success.
Yeah,
right.
It was really cool. It was more like
did we see you there? We did see you there, right? You were.
I did pop in. Yes, I make sure to make an appearance everywhere. Yeah.
So he was there, right? We were both obviously there one day, each media partners, right? And the event was amazing. So I think TMCS SG Singapore, right? Next year we'll also come back and
But at the same time, I want to see more collabed events where people can get along. But because when we have so many torn events and because there's so many events, actually that doesn't benefit the community by any means. When you have TMCS, we want to do our own show. This is what we want to do. We're big enough to do what we do. But you do it the same weekend of Malaysia Diecast Expo. Out of what? Out of spite? What's the story behind it? But then as you find out, once you're really involved in the community and you're in all the group chats and stuff like that, actually most of it's very negative. It's very pessimistic. People are very pessimistic. People are, I don't even know how to explain it, but essentially it's not healthy.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? I think we've both spoken to some of the
both sides in a way,
right? So hopefully, they do look at it in a different perspective, and I think next year might be interesting. Now, that's for events in Singapore. Right? Now, you and I have been talking for a while, and he's just breathing very loudly.
Yeah, he's a mouth breather.
So I want to ask Bjorn.
I've just been sitting and absorbing.
So dude, how about you, man? I mean, okay, Singapore
how are
aside,
you?
right?
Like how?
I am good.
Are you doing okay, man?
Are you okay? Yes,
are you alright?
I'm okay, my brother.
But how about, obviously you've been to a lot more events around the world compared to us.
Yeah,
so
correct,
how has this event? Oh my
god. Dandruff or something?
Okay.
But how was your experience with this? I mean, obviously Philippine Diecast Expo, right? That was massive fun for you.
Yeah, that was really good fun. Yeah.
Right, you're supposed to
Did
meet
you see Philippine Diecast Expo?
Yeah, isn't it not?
Why would it be called the Philippine Diecast
Expo? Philippine Hot
Wheels Convention?
Philippines Hot Wheels.
PHHWCC.
Because Philippine would specify that it's only made for Philippine people in the Philippines.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not the Philippine.
The Philippine Hot Wheels Convention, basically, right?
Philippines.
Diecast. The Philippines. It's more fun in the
Philippines Diecast Expo.
Yeah, but you were there, right?
Zero visibility.
You earlier this year you went to the Macau Grand Prix as well. Right?
No,
was it?
I didn't get to go to the Macau.
Oh, you went to the test in Japan.
Japan, yeah, the test was
right. You went to the test. How was this? Obviously, I wasn't there and John wasn't there. So how was these events for you?
Very different, right? I think test was 7 halls worth of cars and wow, it's so big. 7 halls. Really?
Now you understand what it was like for me to go LA.
Oh, so LA is like very big also.
LA, it's a hotel. And it's got 5 floors, and every floor turns into a shop. And it's 10 suites per side, per hallway, times 4 hallways, times 5 floors.
And here's the thing, Philippine Hot Wheels Convention was supposed to have that. We were supposed to have that.
That'd be insane.
That would have been the first time in Asia where we have hotel room trading.
That'd be insane.
Short story, unfortunately, it didn't come into fruition.
Yeah.
It's
would have been sick.
It is difficult.
It would be sick, to bring that into Asia. Yeah. So I can imagine John's excited.
You don't know. I'm sorry. I don't care if you got 10 grand or 100 grand sitting in your back pocket.
You lose the money, man.
You don't have enough time to even spend that money. Neither, I'm physically exhausted.
And that's a problem I want to have.
I mean, it is a great problem. And on the business side of things, it's nice that I brought so much product back from that LA show. But the first time going to LA, it was you're like, okay, this is cool. There's a couple shops here. Because there were slowly people trickling in and setting up the rooms at that point. It was I don't know, a Wednesday or something. It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of non-stop diecast shopping. And I'm seeing things from the 60s, the 70s, stuff that's prototype, things that are customs. And bro, I don't have enough thousands in my wallet to non-stop. And it's by the end of the day, you're you come here, I spent 5 grand. I don't want to shop anymore. I'm exhausted. But also, I brought my wife, right? Zan came with us, and together 2 of us went. And it's it's cool because I've never seen this aspect I've never seen such an event where
scale,
it's this scale. We've taken over the entire hotel, and people have filled each room with like 1 million Hot Wheels. One guy took a suite. It was a double suite, a B1, and he had a second suite, and he filled it. There had to be at least 2 million main lines.
Holy!
You were looking, and there was boxes of boxes, and then on the table was only visible like 50 pieces. But he duplicated. He like took all the furniture out of his suite, and it was just tables upon tables upon tables. And he does it every year in LA.
I think you painted a nice picture of what, because I've seen the vlogs and it's crazy. You know?
It's crazy,
and it just goes to show like different countries can play it so differently. That's the point I wanted to bring back just now.
But there's a lot of things that I would take from that and bring it over, and then bring from
maybe next time in Raffles Hotel or something.
I think whatever organizer out there that's listening that has the ability in Singapore, please bring it here, please.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, MBS.
Like take over 5 floors at MBS.
You know? the entire building, the building of 4th tower, right? Okay, we take the entire 4th tower.
But jokes aside, yeah. Anything else you want to add?
No, it's very different. Each event is very different. That's what makes it so unique. You know, like it'll never be like the same thing. It's always there's a different mix when you go to all these different events. So
would you say it's better to keep it different from each one, so everybody gets a different experience? Would you rather go to a Singapore event and all the good things about all the international events come to one event, or would you much rather say going to each event, them being so different is more better?
I think there has to be a balance. Like I said, I think my point still stands where there's so many events this year, and I think both of you said like if they collaborated, that would be like the best case. But we all know this.
But maybe but I think normal and
there's always a little like give and take, right? Because I was just listening to your question. I think I would choose the second option.
Yeah,
because there's always the thrill of flying to a new country
and seeing how they do it so differently.
Right?
Yes, that's true.
The first time we went to Indonesia together, right? It was last year.
Yeah, correct.
We landed in the airport and we went to the event, and it was such a different experience.
Yeah, it's just different.
They can come to Singapore and set up the exact same booths and stuff, but you will never feel the same, right? Even this year when we flew to KL for the Malaysia Diecast Expo, right?
I've been invited to go to the Belgium one, and
Belgium is having a diecast event as well.
They are. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Not the official one that we've done now with Australia and Philippines and all that kind of stuff, but they are starting to make some headway, and I've seen them post up on Facebook and stuff like that.
Nice.
But they are doing one, and I have been invited. I'm very tempted.
Shout out to Brussels.
Yes.
Mons. My aunt is from Mons. Shout out. Yeah.
Shout out to Bjorn's aunts, I guess. But it's just very interesting whenever
maybe it's best that we keep everything. Just do your own style and flair.
But I think also at the same time, do we want 2 events in the same weekend?
Maybe not.
Probably not. No. Right? It does get physically exhausting.
It's exhausting. Never mind financially. It's just I don't want to do anymore.
Bjorn and I, we are very outgoing people when it comes to events. We speak a lot.
Well, you speak a lot,
and
he doesn't speak much.
And the thing is, we end up talking to a lot of people in the events.
Yeah, actually, he's right. You know, I mean, it's a pleasure meeting so many people.
It's an honor.
It's exhausting,
especially the one in Philippines. Oh my god, like I'm not complaining, but in Philippines, that was 3, 4. You know, if you've seen me, I mean, Redowan would know. Philippines was 5 times the magnitude. 5 times.
Sounds like you're complaining. I'm kidding.
Okay, that's it, folks.
Mr. Superstar over here.
That's your team of pride.
No, but I do understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, really,
I mean,
that's crazy.
You know, when him and Gabriel, whenever we fly, we have to take care of Bjorn as well because he gets so exhausted.
Someone's like sick. Yeah, you gotta carry him. Are you okay? You need some water. You hydrate.
Yeah. You know, like just this year, right? He had a headache halfway through. We have to look after him and stuff. So,
thank you.
No, but my point being, if it's already exhausting as it is, once again, I'm not complaining. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. Talking to every one of you is always a fun direction.
It's exhausting, but it's an experience.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, essentially, what we wanted to share with you today is that there's a bunch of new stuff coming out. It's a good time to be in the hobby right now.
Sir.
This hobby is not dead by any means, so don't even listen to anybody that's talking trash about this hobby.
Yeah.
We love it. We try to bring you guys excitement, but we wanted to just kind of recap the entire year and how it went, and we hope you guys dig it too. All the details are going to be down below. Make sure you guys also check out our pages and follow us on the next episode. We try to do these around once a month. We try to make
We try to get
to We're all very busy individuals, but we will check you guys on the next video. Peace.
Peace.
I tried to slow you down this time.
Yeah.
You're the one who's talking. I could have done a minute ago.